the anti-magic. Probably. Counter spells. Oh, do counter spell exist in here? I think it did. But also, wait. He should follow the same stats as me. He shouldn't be able to cast it. You go between glowing trees and thick bushes. The north gate is finally in sight. You can see it's imposing. Ornately carved wooden door over the top of the guard huts. And now the building that lie at the end of the road. I mean, I don't care that he's littering the stars. He shouldn't be able to cast spells without using the stars that are next to him. Also, they're no stars, they're holes. Yours is below. No, I'm above him. I'm above everyone. That might be the narcissism speaking, but still. You can only see hot. Ooh, wait, that's unfair. How the fuck can the god use more letters than me? I mean, I'm illiterate, but that's not important. I'm wrong. Another cigarette because I've not smoking today. And my lungs are craving the sweet release of nicotine. Don't smoke, chat, it's bad. You're a sorcerer, not a wizard. I'm not a wizard. I'm an illiterate person that shouts words and hope for the best. You're a sorcerer, not a wizard, Harry. Now go look at the stars. Even read the stars. See, I'm illiterate. I just shout words and hope that it exists. I mean, just can you imagine actually that that is true in our world? Because we have a bit more stars than they do. Ours is more numbers than letters, but magic bombs. Can you imagine the magic we'd be able to do? I mean, ours would be math, because a lot of the star names are numbers. I mean, I think Gale is a wizard, so he actually creates his own magic. I mean, in the lore, not in the game. Imagine being a sorcerer. Huh? The bastards. I prefer being a warlock. Because I have a Spain daddy. Yes. Wait, are all Christians warlocks? Wait, no, all priests are warlocks. Wait. No, but the Papa should be a warlock. Because the God gives him power, and he does the Lord's work. He does what the Lord desires. Blah blah blah, stuff like that. But I prefer them being a warlock because it's funny. And the Pope is like, Space Daddy, I summon thee. What should I do next? I burn the village like you asked me to. They'll be out in 30 seconds, chat. God, I need to learn to roll the cigarettes without the little circular contraption I'm using. It will be so much better. Because I'm currently using that circular contraption here. Space Harder, I cast Fireball on this orphan child who asked me for change in your name. Amen. And you die, and the child goes in flames. And Christ like, damn. I should not have given that man power, but damn, that was cool. I do not condone violence, Twitch. Don't you dare use that against me. I sometimes condone violence, but not today. Cleric's devotion does not sacrifice, and it's for the name of the well-being. I mean, yeah, the clerics, at least in our world, they don't have intercourse, they don't have children most of the times. They don't have families most of the times, at least before, I think. So yeah, they're more clerics, but Warlock sounds funny. I mean, wait. Christian makes sacrifices, though. In Bulgarian, it's called kurban. We actually do offer sacrifices of lambs for someone's health. Wait, we are warlocks. Wait. Kurban is made. You make lamb soup, and then you distribute it to your to the family that's gathered for the health of someone. Your clerics are warlocks. Let's go with warlocks. Let me check it in Google. Oh, there we go. It's literally a sacrifice. Ha! Funny. Yeah, sacrifice of order does not count. Those are considered offerings. Oh, in the wiki page, it literally words as жертву приношения, which is a sacrifice. I'm not a Christian as well. I'm not religious. Also, it's not really a Christian. It's in all religions. It's Muslims, Christians, everyone does it. And it's normally of animal. And I think it's a Turkish word, like the word kurban. I think it's Turkish. It sounds Turkish to me. I'm a drunken monk by yes. Well, I guess in D&D I would be more of a wizard or a... I don't think artificer because I don't understand math, so maybe a wizard. But it's Turkish words. Kurban. Yeah. We're warlocks. I don't understand math enough to be a artificer. I would be a wizard. Because I love to burn villages without the people inside the village. I don't condone killing people without reason. In fantasy. Fantasy, Twitch. In fantasy. Don't look at me like that. I can see your eyes behind the camera. Warlocks don't offer well-being. I mean, depending on the warlock, I guess. But I guess it depends on the... Because warlocks are not necessarily evil. Depending on the creature you get power from. Ow. If the warlock offers well-being, then... Yeah. I mean, yeah, they can cast healing spells. They can... They can be... Their patron can be a fake creature. It can be a genie. It doesn't necessarily need to be a demon or something evil. I think. Elden Prison. If there is time, I'll play Elden Prison. Because that's your 15,000th point you're using. Also, did you know that Gandalf is a Warlock? Technically, he's not. Well, he's a higher being, but technically he's a Warlock, not a cleric. The clerics also don't do shit then because other god powers come from the gods. Yeah. I'll refund it. Oh, thank God you can refund. I can refund it from my OBS. Thank God we can refund it because that's a 15,000 point. Anyway, reading. We've been staying on that for like past 10 minutes. But Chad, what do you think of a stream where I'm just making the game? The cultivation game I'm working on. Next week, I mean. Talk about counter spells. I mean, I see counter spell as technically the wizard messing with the weave of the other person because every single spell comes from the weave. So I would assume it's something from that. A sorcerer which is introduced. I mean, not necessarily because you need to know how the because not really because sorcerers, at least as my understanding goes, it may be fun, but I have. Don't worry. I just need to work also on the game. But also, sorcerer, they get their power by the weave naturally, but they don't. Not all of them understand how the weave works, perchance. So it does. They will have advantage on counter spells, but they won't be like boom counter spells, counter spells, counter spells. They won't be like that because they need to understand how the weave functions in a molecular level. I guess is the easy way to put it in my mind. A wizard has more knowledge on how the weave works. It has more understanding and loopholes. Sorcerers are just talent. Yeah, wizard, sorcerers should have advantage on counterspell because they're one with the weave. But they need more study than wizards. Because to be a wizard, you've studied how the weave works. A rare counter spell. A cane log should counter knock. Ooh. I mean, that would be cool, but I can see why you can do that because the action economy in that game would be a nightmare. I see counterspell more of you just unfold because how I imagine spells work in a but then they went disco. DM issue. Yeah. I mean no, it's more of it would be too complicated in the rules of D&D because the action economy would collapse kind of. And also it will be way too complicated because there are maybe more than 300 spells in D&D, maybe more. And you need to learn every single thing as a player. Normally a wizard in the canon would normally know that, but players that would be a bit too complicated. Plot-wise and gameplay-wise. Plot-wise, that sounds really cool. Game-wise, that sounds a bit too complicated. I mean, yeah, if it's like that sounds fun, but also it would be weird preparing for dungeons. How I imagine spell casting works in D&D. I'm out of focus again. Is you shape the weave, you transfer the energy from the weave, and then you change it to something, and then, for example, you cast Fireball. I'm out of focus again. Of course I am. But counter spell works like you unfold the weave that they're trying to fold and manipulate. I mean, in sorcery it's obvious. There is no weave in sorcery. You need to counter the element. For example, if someone casts hot, you go there next to him and beat him with a fucking stick, because that's my spell. I'm looking at the wrong camera, I should be looking there. With this, with that, I still think counter spell should just counter the elements. I mean, yeah, but not every single spell is element. That's how I see it, because I like more of the energy comes from somewhere, which is the way if you change the shape, element, structure of the weave, like molecular structure, and then the counter spell is your knowledge of the weave allows you to unfold a portion of that, which makes the spell not work. Just oppose the energy with the opposite of that energy. That's cool. That's a really good idea, by the way. I still have no idea how I'm going to make a counter spell in my system, because in cultivation, it's key and the different elements of key. That's how it works. And I have no idea how to make it. Maybe you have advantage if you have the opposite element, but normally in cultivation, some elements oppose each other, some buff each other. Bane should counter Bless. I mean, doesn't it do that? Because Bless adds a D4, Bane removes a D4. So if someone casts Bless on you and someone casts Bane on you, basically they counter each other. You get nothing from that. I mean, that's how it works. I mean, this is how it works. Because, I mean, I don't think that the spell counter spell should work, but that's how most of the stuff work. Like, if someone casts a fireball and you have, for example, I think there was way to have a reaction. I don't remember the name of it. And you cast, at least how I would rule it, and someone, for example, the wizard casts Firebolt, and my wizard used his reaction to cast Ice Knife or Ice Bolt, something of the opposed element. It will negate both of them. That's how it spells, but it needs to be elemental spells. Because, for example, Arcane Lock, the entire reason of Arcane Lock is to lock something that is not opened by magic. That's the entire point of Arcane Lock, otherwise it won't have any function. If the counter of Arcane Lock was Knock, the Arcane Lock will have absolutely no work. Like, it will have no function. Because almost the entire reason of Arcane Lock existing is to prevent magic people from entering. But that's the case, Knock Door shouldn't also be Arcane Lockable. I mean, not really, because Knock just opens the door. Because Knock, it just triggers the mechanism. That's why it only works on not magical doors, because Knock just triggers the mechanism that locks the door. For example, when you lock with the key, the little thunk just goes in the door, and Knock just reverts that. That's why Knock doesn't work on Arcane Lock, because Arcane Lock just shuts the door magically. I still would it will be a good counter, but it would make Arcane Lock unusable. Maybe a different spell, but Arcane Lock, I don't think Knock should be the counter for it. Fireball, though, that's a good counter for Arcane Lock, because if there is no door, it can't be locked. Brain power. For example, if there is no building, you can't lock the building. I mean, yeah, if there is no person, there is no reason for you to counter them, because there is no person. Like Stalin, I think Stalin said that, no people, no problem. No people, no problem. I think that was Stalin who said it. Oh, there. Stalin is quoted as saying, "That solves all problem. No man, no problem." Fireball. The inventor of fireball. No people, no problem. The counter for fireball in the game. Oh, that would... Force field, I would assume. But I would love to learn the counter fireball. To be the people that can cast the counter of my fireball. You said forward footsteps. Let me continue reading, because we've been here for almost an hour. No, what do you mean no? Oh, it's on the force field now. It's the first counter you learn on the game. Oh. Sorry. I think there was a spell that counters spells. Or something like that it was. I'm not entirely sure which one it is, but I think there was a spell like that. On the gravel below. In a few minutes, you will have reached the edge of Kar. But between here and there is a long road, lined by thick and gloomy trees. A patch of wild forest like you haven't seen since the hills. Water stops fire. Well, if we're technically enough, water doesn't stop fire, depends on the fire. Normally, fire can stop fire. Something that removes the air can stop fire. Water sometimes stops fire. Mostly, dirt stops fire, yes. But dirt stops fire because you remove the oxygen from the fire. So, if you have a spell that removes the oxygen of the fire, it stops the fire. I don't remember what spells requires water, actually. A spell requires water? Requires sand. Requires pebble. Medicine potion. Vial of glue. Gold. I don't remember, actually. I don't remember the spell that requires water. Sand, skull cap. No, up! Fire water. Pip. It requires fire water. We need a spell that just shoots out a dirt clump. Ooh, I think we have that. It's called... there is a spell for that. But the rock explodes. Wait, there is a spell that requires to drink one? What? What the fuck? Doc? Well, Doc requires to drink medicinal potions. If you think about it, Stun Fireball hurts people greatly. That's... Ah, so it was right. It is Doc. How would you counter something that hurts? That hurts with fire. With mod fire. Because if people are dead, they can't be hurt. I mean, Doc is the counter spell for every single damaging spell by that logic. You make your way slower forward, trying to ensure your feet do not crunch too loudly on the gravel. Something catches your eye, movement in the shadows on both sides of the road. Torchlight? Counters work differently. I mean, yeah. You stop ducking into the shadows and watch. Whatever is moving in the darkness, there are lots of them. Then a gleam of moonlight catches one, and you see it clearly. A wolf, clad in thied metal armor. No, a werewolf. No. And the armor. Jesus fucking Christ. And the armor is the same. Let me pause that. One moment. Okay. The magic doesn't continue. I mean, yeah. Counter spell and countering with the spell is very different in the game. Yeah, that makes sense actually. No, a werewolf and armor is the same as the one you saw before. It sniffs the air. It has caught your stink. The foul air of the sewers still clings to your clothes and air. No matter, you have defeated werewolves. I can burn the forest. Yes. What? You open your mind to the patterns of the stars above, but just as the last moment you freeze. One werewolf you could probably defeat with a spell, but suddenly there are more. 10, 20, 30 werewolves pat down from the shadows onto the path, forming an arc in front of you. Wait, can't I just use the mask? That will threaten them actually. Because it works on goblins, it works on little creatures, it works on big creatures. The black mask should work on them. Mirroring sunbeam would be. Ooh. Can I mirror the god of the sun, which is a star as well? Wait, is the sun in that game a star as well? You shout and below the top of your lungs, hoping to startle the creatures back, but they do not move. Then you see why. They are commanded by a man who steps from the shadows of the trees. Who goes there? He demands. Friend or foe? Please let us bury God game. Ooh! I cast God. That's you. Beat yourself, please. I know who you are, Vic. I'm a friend. Friend, the man does not respond. It is clear he is waiting for something. But for what? I know Vic. The man raises an eyebrow. I hear he's a dangerous man, he says slowly, watching your expression as he speaks. But honorable. God damn, that's a lot of letters. Oops, FK. Okay. But honorable. If you were here, that might mean something, the man replies. A pulsing vein at the man's temple gives away his fear. Perhaps he has never killed before, but with a swift movement of his hand, he gestures to his dogs. They bound forward, two catching your wrist in slithering jaws, holding them tightly but firmly. One flicks of his finger, he says, voice shaking, and you'll never lift so much as a fork again. Now give me a straight answer. Are you with us or against us? I'm against you, I'm with you. I mean.
Yes! Fire!
We have fire, we have dim. No, I can cause stupidity on him. We have hot, we have gak, which I think is fear. Yes, causes fear. Dim is funny. Yes. We have pop, which I weird enough still don't have a pebble. We have tell, which I can read. I don't think that's the point. Which I need to read minds. I mean, we're gonna go with the patented fireball first, and then we try the rest. Let me see the you try to raise the spell, but with your hand gripped firmly by the werewolves, you cannot cast anything. The man is waiting for your answer. I mean, I can't cast the spell because I need to put the mask, and the wolves are holding me, so I can't really cast anything. I don't understand what you're asking. Whoop. What the fuck? Oh, wait. The map doesn't move on its own. What do you mean? What do you mean, hey? You can... I can, I just did. What do you mean I can't? I'm a god. I casted it on myself before. Ready a spell. Threaten them. A friend. I know, Vic. We're just gonna repeat everything I said, but with a different spell. But honorable. There we go. And then we try dumb gak or something else. Okay, we have... You tried to raise the spell, but yeah, we can't. We can't cast anything. I'm with you, I'm against you, I don't understand what you're asking, fight. I'm with you, you reply. Then tell me the past phrase. The man replies, before I'm forced to take the throat of a friend. Wow. You struggle using all your strength to pull free from the wolf's jaws. One arm comes free, but it's not your sword arm. Then he's bitten through without a pause. The pain rocks up to your shoulders. The man tips his head. I guess that makes you one of us now. What do you mean? You'll see. Then suddenly you drop to the floor. You feel yourself start... Oh. Something hot is moving through your bloodstream. The transition that follows is a haze of blood and heat and rage. But you're quickly back on your feet. All four of them. I turn into a werewolf. Huzzah. No, you keep going as quickly as you can. The thing. So it's the same. Okay. Okay, can't really do much. Uh, 10, 20, 30. Yeah, 10 and 1. Friend of whom? The annual fall, the blah blah blah. One flick of my finger, he says, yeah, it's the same. I mean, I can try dumb again. Or fall the first time, I guess. I think... Oh, and then we tried gak. Oh, we can cast dumb. Wow. Whoopsie. The man is waiting for your answer. I'm with you. The city is not free tonight. The man says, shaking his head. Things are changing. So he says, you're a late recruit to our cause. Well, it isn't too late. The fee to join us. He pauses a moment as he sizes what you're worth. For you, 25 gold. Be holy mother of Jesus. Always cast spells for no reason, or you are under your sorcery. Yes. Of course, I always try to cast a spell if I can. And the man looks at you for a long moment, trying to decide if you are lying to him. Finally, he says, then, I'll take your money pouch. I have nothing. Take it. You nod, indicating the money pouch at your waist. The man takes it, tips it upside down, and shakes it. Nothing comes out. I see I misread you, he remarks. You're just another beggar. Well dressed, perhaps, but no better than the rest of us. He throws back your empty money pouch, then gestures for the wolves to release you. Stay clear of the city tonight, beggar, he declares. And if anyone asks, make sure your loyalty lies with Vic. With that, he whistles to his wolves and sweeps away into the night. Ha! We survived. Who would have guessed just saying I don't know the phrase will work? Weird. Who's that? You have reached the north gate. The ground before it is wide and clear, and lit by blazing torches, set into bracelets either side of the enormous sealed door. Should there be archers hiding in the shadows, they would have a clear shot of you. Off to one side of the wall, but there is no other cover. You don't know any of the spell line, of course, but perhaps the gate will open to a dop spell after all. Throwing caution to the wind, you step out of the shadow and approach the gate. Time to see how good your lock-picking skills really are. You reach the other side of the clearing unscattered and stand below the enormous door. Oh, it's only 3. I can still cast Hot. I can cast Big. I can cast Dop, which I'm 90%. Ooh, what the fuck is Doff? Nothing. I can cast Sus. I can cast Fog, I would assume. Or Foff. Or Fog. That's about it, I think. Yeah, that's about it. I mean, we tried with the patented. How? You cast a spell hoping to discover a hidden door, a secret lock, or some other way to pass the gate. But there is nothing. You hear a scrabbling noise in the distance. Well, then we tried Dop, I guess. You cast the Dop spell, hoping that everything you have heard about the door being wizard lock is bluster and hyperbole. Nothing happens. Suddenly, you are not alone. A phantom voice issues from the wood itself. Halt, stranger! It booms. Do you know the spell which controls the gate? I do. I do, you reply. Open sesame. I mean, sesame is not even a fault. Perhaps you can bluff your way through not knowing any of the lines. Then I await your command, the voice booms. From across the clearing, you hear a scrabbling sound of metal on stone, but there is no time for that now. You stand back to see what effect your line have had. The voice has gone silent. Then the voice booms out, "Incorrect! The door is sealed." There is no time for another guess. From behind you comes the sound of feet and swords. You turn expecting to see the guard, but instead a horde of goblins have appeared as if from nowhere and is charging across the dust towards you. It seems the army from the sewers has finally come to fight. There is no way you can fight 100 goblins, so you dash aside in the shadows. The goblins pour up to the gate as they going to try and ram it. but then they stop. Just a simple suggestion. You must open the door and find all 4 spell lines. Oh. But then you stop, and in the midst, a small figure is being propelled forward. It is the Mad King. He's surrounded by a guard of nearly 20 goblin. You hand back, watching as the figure nears the gate, leaning back to the lock, and whispers something, but you cannot hear what he says. A moment later, the gate begins to move. It is opening. You hang back, watching, looking through. Wait, can't I just fucking cast the mind reading spell? Am I stupid? I am, I guess. Looking through, you make out figures in the darkness beyond the gate. Mage goblins, thousands of them, screaming and armed for war. They begin to race forwards, pouring through the gate, filling the clearing and meeting their heel, causing it a loud, violent celebration. The man with the circlet at the gate cries with glee. A new day for Car begins, he cries, clambering onto the shoulder of a nearby goblin as though about to make a speech. Quite suddenly, the goblin that are carrying him let go. He cries out as fall on the ground. A sword goes up. Ah! There is a scream. They have murdered their own king. What is going on here? The circlet from his head rose to your feet. The goblin clashing swords on shields look forward the city with violent eyes. From the way the king was clutching the circlet, you might have thought it was a thing of power, perhaps akin to the crown of a king himself. But it is nothing. Cheap, hammered iron. It still bears the grooves from when it was once a goblin's sword. You toss it into the dust. Well, they killed their king. When back in the shadow of the gate, more and more goblins are surging into the gate, and they are starting to organize. One, a leader of some kind, is hoisted up by the others so he can address the crowd. Car foes, he screams in his guttural voice, and every creature dies. Well, but you're part of every creature. Perhaps when their rampage has begun, you will be able to slip out through the gate and continue your mission, so long as you are willing to let Car burns. I mean, what can I... Oh, I can cast Hot. Adorable. We can cast Walk. We can cast Jig. I can cast Jig. I can cast... Shush, don't remind me. Well, I can, which means the game allows me to. We can cast Walk, we can cast Walk. We can cast... Gok. No, not Gok, Walk. G, I said the game. We can cast Gak. Oh! Don't remind me. I don't remind myself. The game is reminding me. The game is bad. It reminds me I'm broke. I cast Gak, of course. I love the fear spell. You pull out the face mask and place it over your face. casting the spell, nearby goblins glunging into the shadows begin to shiver, their legs giving way beneath them. I mean broke, poor, no money. I know! I understood already. Well, I have money. They're lying in the corpse there. They're my money now. Giving way beneath them, they're powerless before you. You stride forward toward the gate, ready to try and carve your way through if need be. Then a voice rings out. Stop! There is a better way. You look around, but can see no one. But all around you, something is happening. It is as though the goblins have slowed down. Their warmongering become an absurd, stately dance. The noise in the clearing dough to a low rumble. I command you to stop, the voice cries, and suddenly you feel yourself held rigid. I can't speak. I can't. Zero goes your rush, and I have 5 health though. Held rigid. From the smoke of the torches by the gate, a figure emerges. It is an old man with a long beard and a deep black irised eyes. English. He passes through the churning goblin army to stand in the open. His legs disappear into a spectral trail. He is at least part of wraith. Step forward, he commands, and you find yourself bidden. Wow, fuck yeah. I approach God. The goblin seems to part around you like smoke. As you approach the figure, I have aligned 3 stars. The ghost man declares, Vic raises tonight. The goblins show their hand tonight. But also, you are here tonight. My name's, the figure entonces, is Lorga. I was once a scholar and a noble of the city. Later, I founded it. So he actually made Vic do that. Weird. You founded it later? You reply confused. Who is this crazed shade? I saw car was falling. Oh, it's the Lorax. He speaks for the trees. Adorable. Can I burn him? Oh, I hope I can burn him. He speaks for the trees? Yes. I saw car was falling. Sansas had lost his mind. Inside of the goblins, the council was in ruins. There is still a council? Okay, then feed him some dirt so he... Yes, that will actually make him the Lorax. And then I can shove him full with dirt and make him a puppet. Adorable. The council was in ruins. My own life was threatened. But you are a ghost, honey. How is... Okay. My life was threatened. I saw that car needed to be saved. So I went back to make it in a way that could be saved. And there we are now. You have been here 2 days. I've been here hundreds of years waiting for you to bring me the spell for the gate. Dr. Sus. That doesn't rhyme. Dr. Seuss rules. I mean, yeah. What rhymes with corpse? Because he is technically a corpse. Must feed him grime. Oh, that's a good one. But the gate is already opened. Don't you know the spell? Why do you need me? Find them yourselves. I created it, Lorga replies. Long ago. It has been passed down since then. Changed. Lost to me. Split into 4 lines. I knew it. I knew it would happen since I was giving one of these lines myself, so I prepared someone to find it again for me. For this night, I prepared you. Wait, did he cast a Z on me? Mint, I request spoilers. Did he cast the Z? But he speaks for the trees, you say. Bring him before he flies. Cast the, oh damn. Explain. You reply head in a whirl. I can't read. What are the spell lines for? I thought they unlocked the gate. The spell does not open the gate. His tone is heavy and dark. How is a tone dark? Like third timber, the spell controls it, and there are deep magics buried into the wood itself. Can't I just burn the wood? That should work. If there is no wood, there is no magic in it. Wood itself, magics that have poisoned the city and burned fire into the eyeballs of those who live nearby. He stares at you. His cloak, black. His cloak. I can't read. His coal black eyes expressing no emotions. My greatest. I can't rhyme as well, don't worry. Well, I'm trying to burn the door, not just make the door covered in soot. The magics I placed there to be used by you. Tonight, I am dead. You must act for me. And if I refuse? Oh, can I find the spell lines? How can I find this magic, you ask? I traveled the city and learned nothing, the wizard nods. The line unknown to 4 nobles, Lord Titha is blind. And living in the wastelands of Upper Kar, Lord Shinva is dead but not yet forgotten. In his mausoleum in the necropolis, Lord Molas was a follower of the god Slang. And in his shrine near the docks of Lower Kar, you must learn his line. As for my line, I give it to you freely. Tumbles too, sealed deep inside. But didn't you play Mudverse City? What? Mudverse City. You don't understand that, chat. I will go back. I have no stomach for your quest. I don't think he has the stomach as well based on the fact he's dead. But there is no more time, you insist. It's too late. There is magic, Lorga replies, that will give you the time you need. I cast it on myself once, and went far back, to before the city was built. I found it, Kar. Now you will save it. He waits to let his words sink in. If you will allow me, he says, I will bend time itself, so that you may return to the city and find the spell for the gate. So, shall you take the adventure, or will you leave Kar to burn? Understand also, he adds darkly, I will curse you and the journey to follow if you do not assist me. So I don't have a choice then. You hesitate. Oh damn, I've been live for almost 2 hours then now. Damn, that was fast. Kar is a city of traps, but also of secrets. And there is still more that you might find. Can you afford to let the city port burn? Ooh. I juked him. I'll help you, you tell him. The wizard nods. Thank you. Wait, am I God then? What? He took one health from me. I'm gonna kill him then. He raises his arm and begins the spell. The raging goblins stand like statues. You feel yourself lifting up from your body as though you have been snatched away by Birdman. By your grace and my pride. Something hide. Thunders to blah blah inside. I did you. Oh. It sounded like the spell lines. Like Birdman. As you lift into the air, you hear Lorga cry out. One last piece of advice. Find the lines and find the order of the lines. Guard dwindles beneath you and you feel your body growing weaker. Zed. Ooh. The well, the western slums, upper car. Oh, I can choose where to. Ooh. Fascinating. But am I a god then? I mean, I guess we're closer to here. I can go here and then go to the necropolis. I don't need money. We're gonna start here and then go to the. Also, I mean, I said at the beginning it's funny. There is a funny. Okay then. I would assume that's the beginning, right? Oh, the beginning. You mean this outside car? This will take you back in time to continue your search for the spell lines from outside car. You're being wrenched in directions you did not know existed. Now the pain is unbearable, and just when you think you will go mad from it, the forces tear you apart. You struggle to grab onto your belongings and your very self. As you tumble down from the clouds, and then you're awake. Your eyes open once more. Your surroundings have changed. You're back on the path outside of Ka. In the twilight, it is restored. The last 2 days had not occurred, except that you know that you now know the layout of the city and the whole matters of the spell lines. You have not seen a living soul except one, when a dark figure raced across the hilltops overhead and then was lost from view. So you're naturally cautious when you want to bend in the Sorcery 2 Kara, city pod of traps. Bent in the path and see a beggar crouching low against the rock. Morning, beggar. Am I tutorial finished? Fuck you, mean tutorial finished. You slot out of sight behind an outcrop, but the beggar does not look like much of a threat. You call greeting himself over, and the man leaps to his feet, drawing a short stick from inside his cloak. Who goes there? He demands. What's your business in car? Greetings, old man. Enough of your... Aww. I'm on a quest. The man prods a little harder with his stick. A quest? A quest for what? If he has one, he had so never heard of it. He replies. What's it for? He prods harder. Answer me. Bet you don't find out, he replies. Let's beat the fuck out of him again. Douche. Oh no. Now I just need to repeat the entire game again. Adorable. And blah blah blah. You don't have any food, do you? Have you? No. The serving city, blah blah blah. You sure? I know the for the wall, blah blah blah. I see to that. Just in case. The beggar asks, what's your name? Captain Thomas of the 4th Legion. Well, we learned his name though. Responsible for the southern perimeter, my lady. He knocks his boy. Yeah, we asked his name before. And he literally replied to that. Then we asked, "What are you doing here?" Then he said that his soldiers died. Council felt bold. Blah blah blah. Whole legion of us. Back when the council felt bold. Yeah, we asked him that already. Pretty sure. The goblins there. Goblins in the rocks. What are the goblins doing? He shakes his head. I don't know. They can get through the walls, but then I think I've heard them digging, scraping at the mud at night. The paddle winds. Two girls in the grass cars, squats in the basin, blah blah blah. You turn a corner, blah blah blah. Yeah, we learned his name before. Okay, all my clues are here. Okay, all my items are here. Good. The walls weren't built to keep anything. Yeah, they were built to keep people in car. Blah blah blah. And you want to go back? Of course I do. He shrugs. It's my home. Tonslins cantu pani. And give the watchword. The guy considers this for a moment. Lost the bow. Approach, he calls. You quickly remove the Swings keys from your pack and slip it into the lock. The temper clicks and the keys turn. Thomas hands back. Good work. But do you think it's safe to go through? I'm sure it is. There was nothing. Slipping inside, you find a yard. Yes. We're already here once, so. To your left, a low stone building with metal bars for the windows. Drive quickly away from the gate, but you are only halfway on the road when two soldiers come around. But we knew his name. Why the interaction didn't happen? Hmm. Yeah, cease your rambling. Yeah. I have no time for games, but everyone should have time for games. The old man replies. And the only way to learn, you know. I think we learned what? Ah, we have the rules now. I don't think we had the rules before that. 2 1s. We have 3 3s. It's better here than where I spend the night. 2 3s. You don't know the half of it I spent last night in the sewers. Holy. Here. Announcement. Did someone tip you into someone tip you into the drain? Moving around, not getting caught until I got caught. That is. Yeah, there are 4 3s. Okay, old man, come on. It's going to be the same. So what's your name? Doomed. Well, now a name is a powerful thing. That's what I asked. Well, see who's getting worked up now, shall we? Okay, the old man wins it. Thank you. There we go. So we're basically asking him the same questions as before. So what did they get you for? It's a mistake. Wait, what? Oh, to force. 3 3s. I'm a murderer. I'm a petty thief. He probably have a. I mean, yeah, but I'm a murderer. I mean, technically. Oh, we can now ignore the murder and. There are no 4 4s, by the way. Everyone makes mistakes. Mine was lifting from a red eye. What's a red eye? Actually, I'm aware I'm winning this shit. Red eye is a disease. Yeah, at least as far as I remember. Do you know car well? Or what's red eye? You mentioned them. You better nod off knowing. You bastard. I'll start with 1 4. I'll raise that 2 2s. 2 4s. Okay. The questions ended. Yeah, 1 4. 2 4s. Do you know how? I need directions. Need directions to the north gate. I know where the north gate is. I was. Yes, was the song request. I wasn't always in such a sad state. I used to be a hero. Really? Okay, of course. Ooh. Really? You don't believe me? Well, I suppose that's fair enough. Why should you? And let's see if we can get the measures. Then it's okay. You take a seat on the other bench from the old man who is fussing with empty sleeve. Tell me how I can escape this place. Replace in a day or two. The guards will let you out once they're. And if I don't want to wait, I send from the. Ah, yeah, we read that. Of course we can. What is it? Was it DOP? Yes. The music is so carnival action. Yes. I mean, I use that spell almost all the time. It's smell by black. Yeah, we did that as well last time. I use disappear and spread here quickly. Blah blah. Yeah, that's exactly what happened last time. At the end of the yard, the road splits. Blah blah. To the right is the road leading to the first building of car. You can just see the old man disappearing. I mean, we went right either way. We stopped the first stream of Sorcery 2 in here as well. Oh, we can see what we did last time. Okay, we need to go here. Go up. Down, up here. To the docks. Go to the other side and go to, without murdering anyone, go to here. Okay, what's our clues? First noble, Sansa's nose. No, the full spell top in the north gate of the city. What? Okay, Lord Sansa's. Wasn't he dead? Theater in the ruins. Lord Theater can be found blind and begging in the ruins of the fallen quarter of the city. Fine, we're going to go to the carnival. Lord Shinfa is dead, however, remember that his spirit still haunts the necropolis. Wait, what? Why is that grey? Ah, because we used it, I guess. The Shrine of Slung might be able to help you find the spell lines for the gate. The shrine is between the wall and the docks in Lower Car. Well, let me fix it. Okay. Wait. Okay. Oh, we're out of body. 1 moment, chat. Let me go and change the battery. Okay, chat, we're back. I'm not entirely sure why the game is reacting like you could walk into the future. Oh, yeah, we know that. I don't have money. The sound of the lair, you just run the north gate, then halfway through the night, you awaken the sound. Hmm. The game is reacting like we've not done that before. We have Raz. We have Rock. Turn to stone. We have Lao. Lao. We tried that, but it didn't work. We have Hot. And How. We have Gob. That's about it, I think. And then Raz and Rao. And then Raz, which happens the blade, the luck, which is only law. Walk. I'm way too poor for walk. Gob, we don't have the goblin teas for that. Yeah, we can. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. But yeah, we're in a hurry. Examine her. Yes. The body. Look at the tattoo. It's a Vic. We bury her. We're almost dead because we have not slept. Dreams. So like throwing a monster, dancing into moss and slime. The gate is wide open now. On his back is a host of guards chanting a mantra too quickly for you to hear. As you watch, it reaches down with fingers made from flagpoles and skewers. The old beggar man lifting him. Oh yeah, we read that. Time to choose your roads. You need to track down the city nobles and get the spell lines for the gate. Man told you. Oh, finally something different. Just at that moment, the card rolls. Oh, more potions. Ah, we didn't. Aww. We're going to the festival, right? You head right along wide track until you reach a large hut. It is the only building on this path that is still standing. Either side are empty plots. On the house of the farmer who planted the field to the north. They are now collapsed. A thick with gripweed. It seems that here is the shadow of the city wall. Okay. By the side of the door to the HUD is a sign declaring painted chain maker. The door is just a crack. The door is just a cracker jar. And from within, you hear a gentle tinkling sound, metal on metal, as though a creature in a chainmail drawers was endlessly pacing the floor. You come no longer and listen close to the door, but there are no voices. Footsteps from within, just the sound of the chains. From somewhere further on comes the falling and raising sound of a crowd. That's the carnival. There are several places. Yes. You push open the door and enter. It is dark inside. The floor is sawdust and the air smells of oil, polish and burnt metal. From the ceiling hanging like ivy are metal chains of all lengths and thicknesses. Or in thickness, I can't read. Some suitable for machinery, some for oxen, and others for arms and feet. The chain shift and whisper to themselves. There seems to be no one here. There is another room beyond. Its door is hanging open. Hello, is there anyone here? You call. There is a shuffling beyond the far door, and then a figure emerges. It is the chainmaker. He's a Svin, one of the race of minerals from the village of Turepani. You what? And he replies gruffly, "You want chains?" Any directions to the north gate? He's worthless. Leave this place. Nothing. You shot out across the fields away from the path, heading towards the rising land and the river. Somewhere, the center of Ka are the docks, a busy place that will hopefully help you in your search of the city nobles. You crest the rise where the grass grows thin, and then pause at the sound from behind. You! It is the quiet shh of a dagger drawing. What do you mean you? Okay, we have 6. Oh. We have Jizz. Oh no, not Jizz, Jig. We have Yob. Where someone's a giant. We have Law. We have. Why? We have. Wait, what? Ah, it's the same. That's only Yob. That's only Jig. That's 6. We have Law. Wait, no, cast. You. No. The only spell that might work, or that I'll be able to cast, is, I guess, 6. I can always turn back if I kill someone, because we shouldn't kill anyone. You cast the spell and 5 clones step out from behind you on either side. You hear whoever it is behind you gasp with horror, and then you hear their footsteps running off through the field. Ah, it worked. The path winds through. Actually, yeah, it is a festival. The path winds through field, passing an orchard on the side. To dying and bare of apples. On the other side, across muddy field, you see the colors and flags of a festival. Then the view is shrouded by tall fences on either side. You pause to look at the fence. The few they contain seem ordinary enough, but for some reason the fences themselves are 2 or 3 times your height. There are no ladders to climb over that you can see, and no gates. Perhaps using magic might give you an advantage. There is nothing more here. Wait, I can go to the festival? Oh, I need to enter from there, I guess. Yeah, I need to go here and then here to enter it. Okay. I emerge onto a wide road. What do you mean go back? No, it has entrance here. If there is no entrance here, then I'll go back. Time to make a move. Let's first see. Look around. We're gonna try this. Then we said it. To the right of the to the right of the main road, a track lined with colored flags lead along the line of the cliff. A short distance from the road is a small hut built. Built from the mud bricks. Oh, I see. Head for the flags. From the chimney, and a thick, rich smell wafts from its door. Your stomach grumbles ravenously in response. Whoops. You follow the white path between the flags. After a few minutes, you notice something in the distance, a dark mass with bright colors shining through. It is not until you hear the sounds when you realize what it is. A huge crowd of people gathered around a set of tents. It is a fair. People and creatures sprawl across the path, and several tents have been erected. Their poles joined together by more flags. You ease your way into the edge of the gathered crowd. It all looks good, spirited and fun, and with so many people here, perhaps you will pick up useful information about the spell lines and the city nobles. You mill through the crowd, keeping your ears open for anything interesting. But most people in the center of the field are asking over where to go next, or lamenting how many gold pieces they have spent. You might do better to have a closer look at something. Mint, what is the difference from here and here? Because I would assume we'll be able to do it from both ways. We walk to the north end of the fireground midway. The fair continues from here, and the road leads away uphill. The place is full of bluster and noise. Not saying, oh. Huge numbers of people crowd around the boxing ring, and more clap their hands and stamps. Stamp as they have ground. Now we're not stepping. Well, we're not stepping there. Bare knuckle fights. Middle of the midway. Definitely not something bad. You push away through the crowds to the very heart of the fair and look around of the attractions to offer. We have dancing bear, bear tent, or beer tent. Yes, and the end of the midway. You walk to the south end of the fireground midway. Yes. Small tent. Barrow boy. Barrow boy? Let's go to here first. You approach the small tent. By the door, a young elven woman is collecting the entrance fee. 1 gold piece. Marco the amuser, she replies, still smiling and winking. Perhaps there is something wrong with her other eye. He's very funny. 1 gold piece. No offense intended, you reply politely and step away from the fair. The fair is simply blah 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 blah. We have money. You approach a boy standing by a barrel and looking sheepish. Why are you selling? You ask. The boy points into the barrel but doesn't answer. The boy shrugs but says nothing. Why do not speak? You ask carefully. The boy shrugs but don't seems to want to answer properly. He'll push me to the barrel. You peer into the barrel. It is full of small, hard apples. Most are blackened by disease or oils are shot through with maggot holes. How much is an apple? The boy holds up a single finger with one hand and all 5 fingers on the other. 50? Oh, 6. I'm stupid. I thought 15. 6 gold pieces? Oh, okay. 1 gold for 5 apples. I have no money. He picks up an apple and throws it at you. The impact is surprisingly painful, like being hit by a rock. Never mind you, madam. You turn your back at the boy and head back to the midway. From across the field comes a murmur of excitement. I have no money. Quite suddenly, a small tornado lifts then sharply into the halfway. No money. The instruction is funny. I'm poor. What do you mean? Oh, well. A slow creature of great wisdom and deep honor, though it moves through deep, dark places, but leaves barely a ripple on the surface. What is Whale the god of? Okay, there we go. I think we bugged the game for a moment. They have the midway bear, and I don't care. Dancing bear, don't care. The top of the midway. Okay, we'll leave. There, we have no money for anything here, so we might just leave. Because you paid them to throw weaponized apples. Ow. To where? It's only that one. The bear? To the center of the midway. Oh, the bear tent, the dancing bear. Which one? Which one of the two? Try them both. Oh, that's cool. You cross the fair to join a crowd gathered as a safe distance around the dancing bear. A dwarf stands in front of the bear, holding a lead that is fastened to a ring in the creature's nose. See my beauty dance, he growls, jerking the cord. The bear stumbles around in in obvious pain. Can I kill him? As he tugs the cable, he plays a pipe with a great gusto. The crowd are in stitches of laughter at the poor bear's performance. The treatment of the creature is heartbreaking, and you wonder what the bear might do if the cord holding it back were cut. But there are several people in the way, and the dwarf is unlikely to let you near. Ah, wait. I love this. Okay. Whoa. Oh, I can cast Zap. We can go with Tail. We can go with Kid. I don't have a bracelet. We can go with Nif or Nip. Can go with Nip. Oh, the stench might help. You cast a spell, but for some reason nothing happens. There is something fishy going on here. Suddenly, a cry goes up from somewhere in the audience. My gold, pickpocket! Beware, there is a pickpocket at work. You and the rest of the crowd spin round toward the voice and see a small creature darting off away from the crowd and into one of the tents. I mean, I have no money. Who fucking cares? You elbow your way to the crowd, hoping to grab the pickpocket, but there are too many people in the way. By the time you have pushed to the edge of the crowd, the little figure have vanished. Someone shouts, "What happened to the dwarf?" I don't have money, I don't care about the pickpocket. You turn to see the dwarf and the bear disappearing into the floor as if they were sculptures of ice, now melting. Just illusions, perhaps? The crowd are out for blood now. It seems several of them have been robbed, turning on one another, accusation of the theft being to fly this way and that. Ah! The dwarf and the bear were an illusion for the people to steal. Okay. In the temple, you wait for an opportunity. In every fight, there will always be some gold pouches swinging low for the plucking. You are knocked about a fair bit as you wait, but finally you see a bulging wallet just inches from your grasp. Will that mean an important question that will decide that? Will that worsen my reputation with the person in here? Because I would love to ask him questions. Corgo remembers. Also, I still can't ask him, even if it's back in the time and that still have not happened. She remembers. Okay. It doesn't matter then. The other man asks. Talk my way out of it. Can I just leave? Let me go here. Just by the river. Yes, I had it. Just by the river is a low tent surrounded by several enemy figures. It could almost be a tent for dancing, except for the strong smell of brewed grain that drifts over the air. In the store, a group of 3 half-goblin women are pouring mugs of beer and going to the locals. Is the one above. Oh, the bear one, we just went there. So it reads 1 mug, 1 gold, 4 mugs, 6 gold. What? You pause to inhale the rich smell of brewed grains that hangs around the tent. It is quite nourishing. Once of the bar woman catches you smile. Nice, yes, she say. Even nicer in a glass. Oh, above the canvas. Okay. A tall, speedy creature raises his voice to announce he's buying 4 mugs. A huge cheer goes up, but mostly from a woman behind the bar. You're about your way to the bar, and we have to attract the attention of one of the women. Greetings. Greetings, she smiles. What can I do for you? What's 4 mugs so expensive? Why is 4 mugs so expensive? You asked. Isn't it cheaper to buy 4 separately? Oh no, the woman replies, smiling sweetly. It's a special offer, you see. 4 mugs for 6 gold pieces. But that's more than buying separately. Oh. The goblin readily replied, I see your mistake. It is a common one. We should fix the sign, but she doesn't explain. She quickly disappears to serve another customer. Just then, 2 creatures walk past. So you say he wasn't dead when they buried him? He says the first. No, not quite dead. The other replies, enough undead you could talk to him. Enough undead you could talk to him. Oh, I know where he is. He moved away from the tent to listen to the creatures. No, boss, the first creature remarks. Why can't they just stay dead when they get dead? Couldn't agree more, the other replies. But at least they buried him anyway. One less noble for the boss to worry about. The creatures disappear into the crowd. A noble who isn't quite dead. If he knows the spell line, there might still be time to learn it. A dwarf knocks into you briefly, begging your pardon, he murmurs, before slipping away into the crowd. You like the look of it, so you leave the crowd and walk away from the tent. Looking back, you notice a pipe running from the tent directly into the Jabaji River. Oh God. This spell has one of the most important spells. Wait, which one? Am I banning here because I've been live for almost 3 hours and the videos shouldn't be more than an hour and a half. But I will continue next time. Anyway, thank you for watching. I really appreciate you all being here. We'll see each other next time. Until then, don't forget, have fun, everyone!